Mark, Summerfest is such a great place to show your art. How many years have you been doing this?
This is my second year of being here at Summerfest.
Well, we're glad you came back then. Your art is absolutely beautiful, and it's actually photography, wildlife photography.
It is wildlife photography, yep.
So tell me about that. Do you actually go out and look for the best spots and watch for the wildlife?
Yeah, I live in Montana, but I kind of shoot North America, from Alaska to Arizona, western part of North America, here, there, and everywhere, and just a lot of time in the woods, a lot of hiking, and just looking for the right image. Wildlife doesn't give you a second chance, so it's just being there, and lighting and composition is what it's all about.
Well, and that's so funny you say that, because wildlife doesn't give you the second chance, so you spend hours waiting and clicking.
Basically, yeah, because they just give you that split second, you know, and everything's just got to click that day to get that shot.
Now, how many years have you been doing photography?
I've been shooting for about 35 years. I've been doing art shows for 19 years as a full-time profession.
Very good. So you know that if you want to get great Summerfest art, this is the place for it. Artists like Mark. Now, your last name is interesting, Schwartznau?
Schwartznau, yep.
And tell the spelling, because your website is that, right?
Yep, it's SCHWARTZNAU.
NAU.
MarkSchwartznau.blogspot.com is my website.
Okay, very good. So you can go on there and check out his beautiful photography.
You can. Yes, you can.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Kevin, okay, you have a very unique style about you. I've not seen art like this before. Tell me, is it a name to this genre?
Yeah, it's considered pop surrealism. So surrealism like Dali, then pop culture influences.
Well, it's really fun and it's unique. It intrigues you. It makes you stop and go, now, what's he trying to say about that? And you've got a lot of things that are character-like right behind you, Sesame Street.
Yeah, I do my own takes on all the pop culture stuff from my childhood. So a little bit darker side of all my childhood themes.
Darker side with a really fun twist. You've got the Alice in Wonderland kind of thing. And I think one of my favorites, I don't know, Earl, if you could kind of pan right over here. I love this Yoda and that guy. Who did you tell me next to him?
Tim Burton. A lot of people say my stuff looks like Tim Burton artwork.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, and I can see my son. What age group do you see buying your art?
It's mainly teenagers up to 30s and 40s. That's like primary.
Well, it really adds a lot of fun and unique, and that's what you find here at Summerfest. Yeah. Unique, incredible art. So we love it here, being here. How many years have you shown here?
This is my third year doing this show.
So they're familiar with you, and your name, Kevin Esslinger.
Yep.
And do you have a website?
Yeah, it's just kevinesslinger.com.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, we'll check you out
cool.
Here at the Summerfest as well as there. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love it when I meet new people that I love. Elise, this is fantastic. Summerfest always brings the coolest stuff, and your art is amazing, but you have to tell me about it because I had no idea. It starts with a scarf.
Starts with a scarf, a raw piece of white silk. And so I stretch it so it's almost like a trampoline, just nice and tight. Put down my resist lines, and so, well, let me find a good one.
Well, I can see this is like a butterfly or floral shape.
Butterfly. So I put the lines down. When I put the dye down, it will just touch the fabric and then just spread out. But it will stop at these resist lines so I can get the control of the colors. But my favorite part's really just letting the dye do its thing, putting it down, throwing some salt on a line, and just seeing what it does, because it's very unpredictable and it always does amazing things.
Well, this is amazing art. So what you have created by doing that is fantastic. In fact, what finishes off that shiny lacquer type feel?
It's just a resin, and so I'll put it on it like with this here texture and paint around the silk, and then pour a resin over the top of it to give it that finished look.
Well, it is fantastic. That's beautiful. How can we contact you if we missed you at Summerfest? You have a website?
I do have a website. It's Elise at artist-large.com.
Artist-what?
Oh wait, it's artist-large.com. My email is elise at artist-large.com. My website's www.artist-large.com.
Okay, and large is like opposite of small, so that's interesting. Okay, well, definitely check her stuff out. This is very unique, and the price point's fantastic for art like this.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, and then you've got the scarves as well as all the other doodads.
Yes,
Okay,
lots of stuff.
Very good. Thank you very
Thanks.
much. Wally, nice one running into you here at Summerfest. Now, something's new this year. What's this plein air?
Well, we've done it for a couple of years. It's really kind of a fun opportunity to extend the festival, give artists another chance to do what they do. They came in Monday morning at 8 o'clock, Monday of this week. We stamped all their canvases. They went out for 2 days and painted. Oil paintings, water paintings, all kinds of things. Came back Wednesday morning and with their things all completely done. Judge came in at noon, and we had awards Wednesday night for the plein air festival. The works are hanging up in the big tent right to the north of the tabernacle, and it's a wonderful opportunity to get artists involved in the community. A lot of people are saying, why are there artists out there painting out there in the middle of nowhere? You know, so they're looking at the beauty of the Cache Valley.
Isn't that a great idea? And it gives them this other artistic take on the whole Summerfest.
It's a cool thing, and it's a way of saying, you know, art comes in many different forms, and here's, you think of someone spending hours and days in their studio. Here's someone that did it in 48 hours.
Oh, I love it. Is that art for sale as well?
Yep, this is for sale. Just go to the main tent, the big plein air tent. It's got photography in it, and a lot of other things just north of the tabernacle, and you'll see amazing works that they've done in 48 hours.
Well, one more good thing about Summerfest, it gets better and better every year.
We try and make it that way.
That's
so
right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wally.
Thank you. Sure.
David, we know you from everywhere else, and here you are at Summerfest.
Yeah, well, you know, I try to find a good time wherever I can.
Well, and you've brought a good time here. I didn't even know you did photography.
Oh, I've been doing photography for many, many years, and I finally thought, my wife runs Summerfest, I might as well have a booth.
Exactly, that's right, Marianne. If you didn't know, David Sidwell is so involved in all of this, and you might as well have a booth. And your art is beautiful. Photography is beautiful.
Well, thank you very much. I try hard.
And you do a bunch of different things. I mean, you don't have just landscape, just like I said, there's a temple behind me.
Well, I have a lot of temple shots. I happen to like the building. It's one of my favorite buildings in the world. So I shoot it a lot, and I have lots of sunsets. And in fact, last week there's that big rainbow in the sky and
Did you get a picture of it?
I did. It's right over there. He can look at it later.
Yeah, you have to get a close-up. That is gorgeous. I hoped some artist out there was capturing that.
I did.
Yeah.
I mostly try to get stuff that most people can't see. So you don't see a whole lot of like normal landscapes.
Yeah.
I have those,
Yeah.
but you don't see them on the wall very much. Instead, I try to focus on things that are maybe not so evident.
Typical.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Interesting patterns in nature and things that are mysterious and.
Which is describing what's behind me there. That bird is very mysterious.
That
I'm
bird-
assuming it's a bird.
It is. It's a crane. That's actually my daughter's photo. She's a photographer too.
She did a great
She
job.
won second place with that photo last year at Summerfest. She won second place again
Stunning.
this year. Beat me, of course. Yeah.
As she should. I think all kids should.
I agree.
No, it's very stunning. So you also, as I picked up your card, didn't realize you shoot weddings.
I do a lot of weddings, portraits. I take pictures of products and things and food. I do a lot of food photography. It's one of my favorites is food.
So from the American West Heritage Center to the Summerfest to everything in between, David.
There I go. I'm around. You'll find me.
Well, very good. In fact, trying to find you. If you're not familiar, what's your website?
davidsidwell.smugmug.com.
Very clever. All right, look him up and enjoy the
Thank
Summerfest.
you.
Thank you.
You have a fun time.
Daryl, your art is stunning. I love oil on canvas. This is beautiful.
Thank you very much. I appreciate hearing that. Stunning is a good word. I like to hear that in my booth.
Stunning is a good word, and the size of some of this art is, I think, the largest in the whole Summerfest.
I have probably some of the biggest, but also some of the smallest.
Exactly. You can find whatever you need for whatever size wall.
I think variety helps, and a little something for everyone.
That's exactly right. In Summerfest, that's what's so fun about it, is you find anything you could possibly think of and then more.
We have some really good art here at Summerfest. It's a fun show to do.
Well, how many years have you been enjoying showing your art here at Summerfest?
I'm trying to think how many years I've been coming. It's probably close to 20 years, I think.
Fantastic. Well, one of the veteran Summerfest artists then, because we have enjoyed it year after year. We look forward to it because of artists like you.
Well, thank you.
Tell me, how long have you been painting?
I've been a professional painter for about 38 or 39 years. Part of that time was spent as an illustrator, though, doing commercial work.
Okay, and then,
About the last 18, 19 years I've been doing fine art.
and you favor landscape, you favor that kind of art?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you paint many buildings that are or famous places, or what inspires you?
I do paint a lot of famous places, a lot of national parks, but I like to do a lot of city-type scenes too, and country homes, things like that. Anything with nostalgia.
Yes. Okay, this large one behind me, I wanted to have you just tell me, he'll get a close-up of it, but this large one here, is that just a favorite place, or did you kind of create that one in your mind?
No, it's an actual place, a little clump of aspen trees at the top of Guardsman's Pass, up above Park City.
See, I just love the aspen tree as well, and it just brings back, I don't know what, memories of some good thing.
They're some of my favorite trees. The aspen trees are very designer trees with a nice black and white, very contrasty and very pretty trees to paint.
Well, Daryl, let's tell everybody how they can get a hold of you if they don't make it down to Summerfest. It's Daryl Thomas. You have an email or a phone number. You don't have the website.
I do not have a website. I need to join the 21st century one of these days and get a website, but I do have an email address.
And that is?
It is Darrell B. Thomas, DARRELLB Thomas at Comcast.net.
And your phone number, you're located right here in Centerville, so you're not too far away. And your phone number?
Far down the road. My phone number is 801-292-9159, or my cell phone is 755-6545.
Fantastic. Well, you want to check out his art for sure here at the Summerfest or through you in Centerville. Thanks.
Thank you.
Jean, I keep my eye open every year for unique jewelry, and I have not seen your glass. I'm assuming it's glass because your name is the Glass House Studio. Tell me about that.
Well, actually, I'm working with dichroic glass, and what it is, it's very fine coating of metal that's put on the glass. And depending on the color, the metal depends on the color. It could be gold, silver, titanium, chromium. And it's anywhere from 4 to 7 layers of glass that's fused in a kiln at high temperatures.
Wow.
Usually more than once.
So each of the unique colors, that's the metal?
Yes, it is. It was developed by NASA. It was used for their satellites, mirrors, reflector rays, and then we artists discovered it and we ran with it.
And artists can run with stuff and make them beautiful. So that is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I keep looking over here at your necklace. That, too, is the layered glass in a unique pattern, a unique form.
Well, sometimes I full fuse the pieces several times, or sometimes I only what's called tack fuse, and that way you could see each layer. The piece on my neck is called purple ice, and my goal on this piece was to make the top layers look like crushed ice.
Exactly, and I was looking at that, thinking that, so you did a wonderful job. Unique jewelry pieces, all shapes and designs and colors that you could possibly want.
Thank you very much.
Tell me about the necklace that's right behind you there. Same ideas.
This is very similar to the one in my hand. It's called Stained Glass Effects. It's my finest piece. It's literally 4 layers of glass, and that's 2 layers of sand that are sandwiched between glass are hand-cut glass in mosaic patterns layered on top of each other. Fired in a kiln, then cut, then fired again.
It's stunning. It just is stunning. So you need to get to Summerfest and see that. If you've missed Summerfest and want to see this, how can they contact you? You have a website?
I do. It's www.theglasshousestudio.com.
So the Glass House, don't forget the glasshousestudio.com, and you can see some pieces and even order online or just contact you.
Yes, I do sell online.
Okay, Jean, your last name, pronounce that for me.
It's Sobiek.
Sobiek. Okay, one you do not want to miss. Check out Jean's beautiful artwork. Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.